Yo, what's good? It's Skano. Yo, I had previously spoken on why I think, the rappers hate street bloggers. This is the opposite end of the spectrum, though. This situation with Meek Mills and Academics, a little long-standing beef, if you want to call it beef. Some back and forth, but woo-woo. So recently, in the midst of all this shit, Meek, somehow Meek Mills comes up in the Diddy investigation, allegations, whatever you want to call it. There was some paperwork. This so-called, the accuser. There was a name in this paperwork, man. That one of them, I ain't even gonna mention all that. The name was redacted, but it was mentioned that this was a Philly rapper who had dated Nicki Minaj. So, that narrows it down to now whether or not this is, like I said, this shit is messy. This is not even some shit I typically would, but it highlights the point that I was making about bloggers and how certain bloggers, wield the power to destroy somebody's brand because academics, goes on the podcast or whatever, which is his right, it's his shit, and it's content, right? So, to expose what this rumor, so-called rumor, that many people are now starting to run with as truth, whether or not it is or not. I'm not here to defend Meek Mill. My point is to highlight, like I said, the responsibility also that comes with it, right? Because regardless of whether or not how you feel about somebody personally, to go on to a public platform and put smut on their name without no real type of evidence to kind of push your own personal little beef or agenda, that shit comes with consequences. Now, I'm not saying Meek Mills is some killer out here that, he is whoever he is. I don't know the man personally, but I'm sure coming from Philly and, the circle he move around, there's some people out there that really wouldn't appreciate, the type of rhetoric or, you know what I'm saying? So would Meek Mill put a drop of bag on academics' head? I'm not gonna go so far as to say that, but would he need to? Cause it is niggas out here that will crash out, you know what I'm saying? Or line you up based on, cause this is their life you playing with. Cause some of these niggas, you know what I'm saying, that's in Meek Mill's camp, they rely on Meek Mills. You know what I'm saying? Eat a bag and you gotta protect the bag. So you fucking around with a man's reputation, calling him gay, and whether or not this shit is actually true, I'm not, like I said, Meek Mill's been taking some L's too out here. The whole bunny hop situation, and I ain't gonna get all into that, but regardless of whether or not Meek Mills is like that or not, and like I said, as bloggers, it is a certain responsibility that come with it. Not so much to say you should give a fuck about how the other party feel, but understand, you know, it is a ripple effect, which I'm sure you do understand. So he won't be caught in Philly, that's for damn sure. But while you talking, like that's for any of us out here that's blogging on, you know, not just who gives a fuck about these rap niggas. I was speaking on the shit going on in the streets specifically, but like I said, man, when you start playing with people's brands, and whether or not he really gangster or whether he relevant or not, the man still that's how he make a living. Like I said, consequences can come behind that. But it is what it is, man. 216 Skano from the gutter.